जब शेर शांत होता है तो कुत्तों को लगता है कि जंगल उनके बाप का है. Warm regards to people around the world. My message is loud and clear. On 14th of June 2020, Sushant Singh Rajput was brutally murdered, and what followed was a huge conspiracy and a cover-up. My name is the Professor. I am here to make sure justice is delivered to Sushant Singh Rajput. Me, along with Sushant's army, will stop at nothing till justice is delivered. I urge each and every one of you to stand grounded and raise your voice against the atrocities which happened with Sushant Singh Rajput. One voice, one movement. Justice for Sushant Singh Rajput. Faith it till you make it. Hello, warm regards to each and every one of you. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat. And let me start by saying this that thank you, Mimia Salgaonkar, for giving me this platform to speak about Sushant, his legacy, and about his case. So, welcome, viewers. Yet another episode on Sushant, uh, his case, which is why we all are gathered in this movement and raising our voice day and night. Today's topic is very interesting, though a lot of narratives started floating ever since that night, that dreadful night of 14th June 2020. One of the narratives to the two bodies narrative started floating in the movement and creating a lot of doubts in people's mind. So we will just have a journal discussion on that narrative as well. Let me start by saying this that what exactly happened on 14th June 2020. We keep talking about it again and again and again. अभी तक हमें ये मालूम है कि 14th June 2020 Sushant Singh Rajput died under mysterious circumstances. Now I want to put it in a very different way. A death happened at Mount Blanc. A death happened and police was informed. Now I ask this question to the authorities that please enlighten me with the procedures and the protocols. मुझे बताइए, मैं जानना चाहता हूं कि जब एक क्राइम कमिट होता है या कहीं डेथ होती है, एंड प्लीज नोट गाइस दैट डेथ हैपेंड इन अ रूम. Death did not happen open in open space. It happened in a room. क्राइम सीन भी कह सकते हैं उसे, क्राइम रूम भी कह सकते हैं. आई रियली वांट टू अंडरस्टैंड व्हाट आर द प्रोटोकॉल्स, प्रोसीजर्स क्या हैं. आपको इंफॉर्मेशन मिली दैट सुशांत सिंह राजपूत की डेथ हो गई है या जो भी आपको इंफॉर्मेशन मिली, देन व्हाट इज द नेक्स्ट स्टेप यू डिड. प्रॉब्ली यू रीच्ड माउंट ब्लैंक. पुलिस का तो यही काम होता है ना, सबसे पहले क्राइम सीन पे जाइए और सबसे पहले क्राइम सीन को एंटायरली लॉक कर दीजिए, which means you seal the crime place entirely. No exceptions. No exceptions. Lock down the entire place. And then you proceed towards where the crime has been committed. Now, why am I saying this? I want to be in their shoes. So, what is the first thing I do? I seal the entire building. Nobody goes out, nobody comes in. Then I proceed towards the crime room. And I see that there is a body on the bed of our late Sushant Singh Rajput. नाउ प्लीज नोट हियर, यहां पर एक एक पॉइंट ना आप नोट करिए. I do not see the body hanging. I see the body on the bed. Now, as a policeman, what is my first instinct? What is my duty? Towards seeing that body on the bed, I am not in a position to judge whether that person has taken his own life or it's a murder at first instance, which means that I interrogate, arrest people living in that house. Period. इसके आगे कुछ नहीं, इसके पीछे कुछ नहीं. This is the first step I, as an officer, would take. I am just giving a example. आप भी सोचिएगा इसके बारे में. अगर आप इस केस को इन्वेस्टिगेट कर रहे होंगे, तो सबसे पहला काम आप क्या करेंगे? आपने तो बॉडी देखी नहीं हैंग होते हुए, किसी ने नहीं देखी. सिर्फ फ्लैटमेट्स कह रहे हैं. उनके बेसिस पे तो नहीं जाएंगे ना. So the first thing is to arrest and then interrogate and investigate all those flatmates. At the same time, we have to make sure that the crime room is properly sealed. Why? Because who all entered that room? Their footsteps, their fingerprints, each and every clue is vital because we are talking about a high profile case. Right? Well, ये तो कॉमन मैन के साथ भी होना चाहिए, but I'm talking about since we're here talking about Sushant Singh Rajput. On the contrary, what did we see? We saw that the crime scene, the entire block, Mont Blanc, was looking like a picnic spot, a fish market. Let me tell you this. This put it this way: totally unprofessional. Totally. Now, when people say, and I do agree with them, was it an attempt to contaminate the place? Of course. Why would you allow somebody in your crime scene? Why? Does anybody has an answer to this? The only logical answer to this is if the intention is to contaminate the crime scene. I don't see any other angle here. Now, moving forward, what would be my second best thing to do? My third, actually, once I've arrested the staff members and, uh, my next at the same time would be to call a doctor on site. To call a doctor and check whether the person is alive or dead. I cannot do that. I am just playing like a cop. अगर मैं पुलिस वाला होता, अगर आप पुलिस वाले होते, तो आप क्या करते? तो आप एक डॉक्टर को बुलाते सबसे पहले, जो ये चेक करता, बॉडी चेक करता, नर्व्स चेक करता, to make sure whether the person is alive or dead. And based on that doctor only, you can go ahead and give a statement that the person is not alive. Please listen very carefully here. The statement should be that the person is not alive. We are investigating. We have arrested the flatmates. Further investigation is on. This is the right way. Sealing the crime scene, everything. Calling the forensics on urgent basis. Instead, very interesting thing. Instead, what is happening? अब आप जरा नोट करिए. Please take yourself on 14th June 2020. पुलिस वाले ऊपर कमरे में हैं, क्राइम सीन के अंदर, सबने वीडियो देखा है। लेकिन लेकिन साइड बाय साइड नीचे उनकी स्टेटमेंट चल रही है 15-20 मिनट के बाद, that actor Sushant Singh Rajput committed suicide. This is the statement which was parallelly given to the media. आप अंडरस्टैंड करिए इस बात को। एक तरफ पुलिस वाले उस क्राइम रूम के अंदर हैं, बॉडी अभी सुशांत की बेड पे है। ओके, नो बडी इन दिस वर्ल्ड, कोई भी बेहतरीन से बेहतरीन इन्वेस्टिगेटर होगा ना, वो भी नहीं इतनी जल्दी कंक्लूजन पे आ सकता। But these people on the same time parallelly giving a statement that the actor committed suicide. Isn't it strange? It had to be strange. Now, why am I telling you all this? I'm coming to that very important topic, and I'm just giving a background that what led to the false narrative in this movement. So, statement was given, the body was still in the room. Now, how do you legalize that statement? You legalize that statement by a legal document. And what is that legal document? The postmortem report. So the protocol is not followed, the procedure is not followed. There is zero doctors, no medical, nothing. Nobody knows whether he was alive or he was dead. मेरे को क्या पता है? हमें क्या पता? Probably he was alive. Reason why I'm saying this is, apart from the doctor, you chose to take the body to the faraway hospital, whereas there is a hospital which is just 5 minutes from Mont Blanc. And I'm wondering why? Why? Because intention nahi thi. Cooper Hospital was the only hospital which is going to give that legal paper, which acts as a stamp to the statement by the cops, Mumbai police. Hence, the body was taken to Cooper Hospital. पोस्टमार्टम रातों रात कर दिया गया, रातों रात पोस्टमार्टम कर दिया गया। अभी उसकी डिटेल्स में नहीं जाएंगे, उसमें भी बहुत कवर अप एंड कॉन्स्पिरेसी है। बहरहाल, a postmortem paper was made, statement was given, Bollywood started speaking about their false narrative, politicians started speaking the very 15th. Why? Because everybody was in a state of shock. The entire India, I will say the entire world. Me at my place, I was also in a state of shock. I said, wow, I mean, such a brilliant actor, it's not possible. This is the first thing which came in my mind. I said, everything was going good for him. It is not possible that this man can take his own life. But this is exactly what I say every time. How is a conspiracy done? How is a cover up done when nobody is talking about it? But then starts the movement. But then starts the voice of the people. But then starts the roar. And then starts justice for Sushant Singh Rajput, justice for SSR. This, this is something which they never ever dreamt about. This is something which they never thought about. नेवर थॉट, कभी उनके दिमाग में भी नहीं आया होगा कि लोग इकट्ठे हो जाएंगे। और ये एक जगह के लोग नहीं है। इट्स नॉट दैट दीज आर पीपल फ्रॉम मुंबई और दिल्ली और कोलकाता or Bangalore, Hyderabad, or various parts of India. I'm talking about globally, man. Globally, people started joining up this movement, and that was the scariest thing for this cabal. Please note, people. एक आदमी आवाज उठा रहा है, कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ेगा। दो उठा रहे हैं, ज्यादा फर्क नहीं पड़ेगा। बट जब 100 लोग इकट्ठा हो जाता है ना, तब लोग घबरा जाते हैं। बिकॉज आप कुछ लोगों की आवाज दबा सकते हो, पर हजारों, लाखों, करोड़ों लोगों की आवाज आप कभी नहीं दबा पाओगे। और खासकर जब उन सब की आवाज चीख चीख के सिर्फ एक चीज कह रही है, that Sushant Singh Rajput was murdered, that injustice was done with Sushant Singh Rajput. This is exactly how the false narrative started. Now, how do you mislead somebody? How do you create a sense of doubt in people's mind? This is how you do it, by giving false information, narrating stories, narratives. Sorry, पीछे helicopter की आवाज आ रही होगी. I'm at a place where there are a lot of choppers here. So, anyways, so this is exactly how it happens. A false narrative, a lot of false narratives started in the movement. Intentionally, unintentionally, मैं तो कहूँगा कुछ unintentionally हो गए होंगे, कभी with कभी कभी वो डाई हो जाते हैं, people ask questions, right? For example, that the first narrative I still remember was Pool of Blood, but that got too much limelight. I would say that if there was blood around Sushant, then the case would have been clearly off 302 there and then. I mean, photographs were clear. Now I'm coming to the main topic here. I want to come here. I think स्मिता पारिक जी, उन्होंने अपना एक्सप्लेनेशन दिया था इसके ऊपर, पूल ऑफ ब्लड के ऊपर. द सेकंड मोस्ट important narrative which started was the two bodies theory. Now I really want to understand that how how and to understand this how, I want to play devil's advocate. I want to play from their side, just to make sure that I am understanding this case properly, and for you people as well. I really want to understand that after they killed Sushant Singh Rajput, why would they leave a second body inside? They would not. They would clear that body. If their intention was, and which I feel was, to make it look like a suicide, why would they leave a second body? This is my point number one, because I just do not believe in the two bodies theory. Just simply do not. It is my opinion, right? And based on that, I'm saying all this. So, if I am playing devil's advocate and I'm trying to think that if they wanted to portray this as a suicide, why would they place a second body there? They would not. My second most important point is, if you carefully remember, before the police or the media arrived, it was one of the family members of Sushant Singh Rajput, his sister, his loving sister, Mituji, was there. And when I say she was there, when she arrived at Mont Blanc and when she entered that crime room, she also did not see the body hanging. What she saw was a partial body on the bed, partially the body was towards the corner side of the bed, legs were hanging down from the bed. And that is the reason why Mituji told those buffoons, jokers, to place him on the bed. ध्यान से उनको उठा के आप बेड पे रखिए. Where I'm going with this is, अब सिस्टर उस रूम में आ गई हैं, अभी तक पुलिस और मीडिया नहीं आई है, ये बाद में आए. Now sister has seen the brother's body placed on bed, not hanging at all. As per the statement of the sister, she has clicked various photographs from various angles. Perhaps a video, I don't know. Pictures का I'm sure about. हो सकता है वीडियो भी हो या पिक्चर्स सिर्फ हो. Any which way, all the material has been given to the investigating agencies. My question is very simple. Had there been a second body, wouldn't the sister have raised alarm? This is my question. And I know a lot of people have told me the family was scared. No, the family was not scared. The family has, right from the beginning, fighting for Sushant Singh Rajput head on. Look at the first video of the father. My heart goes out for Shri KK Singh ji. The first video, हम लोग प्रॉब्लम ये है, हम लोग भूल जाते हैं. पहला वीडियो में ही अंकल ने ये कह दिया था कि मेरे बच्चे को मारा है रिया ने. मेरे वर्ड्स थोड़े डिफरेंट होंगे, बट वेरी फर्स्ट वीडियो, गाइस, ही वाज वेरी क्लियर विद हिज थॉट्स कि मेरे बच्चे की हत्या हुई है. माय sincerely, if I feel, I feel for the 76 years old man whose justice has been denied for the past 2.5 years. I think somewhere 569 days, or I'm sorry, 59 or 60 days. It's quite strange, right? I I always say this in my spaces as well. It's quite strange. Just wanted to correct myself in my statement. 959 days. 959 days. Can you imagine? At one side, our country is progressing, which is very good. I'm very proud of my country. And on one side, justice for Sushant Singh Rajput is getting delayed, has been denied since the very first day, 14 June 2020. On top of it, द अट्रॉसिटीज ऑन द फैमिली, आप ये देखिए। पहले उनका बेटा, भाई की डेथ हो जाती है, मैं तो कहता हूं मर्डर हो जाता है। उसके बाद जस्टिस इज डिनाइड। देन देयर इज अ केस by the accused number one, Ria, on the sister of Sushant Singh Rajput, who's been fighting from the day one relentlessly. You can't imagine the pain the family is going through. But again, coming to the crime scene room. So the very important thing is the sister being present in that crime room, taking pictures and videos, submitting it to the investigating agencies. Had there been two bodies, this case there and then would have been of 302 because the sister would have raised alarm. They were in a state of shock. People need to understand this. जब कोई अपना जाता है ना, everything falls apart. सुन्न हो जाता है सब. Only those people can understand जिनका कोई अपना गया हो, करीबी, बहुत करीबी. Everything becomes blank. कुछ समझ नहीं आता क्या हो रहा है, कुछ समझ नहीं आता क्या सही है क्या गलत है, बिकॉज यू आर इन अ स्टेट ऑफ शॉक. जो आपने खोया है, सुशांत सिंह राजपूत, वो वापस नहीं आएगा. जिसके साथ आप दिन रात बातें करा करते थे, देखते थे, मिलते थे, बैठते थे, गाते थे, सोते थे, यूज टू बी विद देम, फैमिली, physically, yes, in memories he'll always be there, but physically he will not be there. So the pain, that pain is going to remain with the family throughout their life. Justice for Sushant Singh Rajput is very important. और उनसे ज्यादा जस्टिस किसको चाहिए भाई? कभी सोचना इसके बारे में. So coming back to the two bodies, I'm just trying to understand why would somebody murder Sushant Singh Rajput, murder another person, और तब narrative ये था कि कोई some girl, some small girl, teenage girl was murdered at the same time. I'm just trying to understand ये कैसे possible है, मतलब why will those people first kill Sushant and then the other person, the girl, and then keep the body there only. They would rather take the body away because they see they wanted to portray Sushant as he's taken his own life. ये वो फैलाना चाहते थे false narrative जो कि डिबंक हो गया of various reasons. मैं तो ये कहता हूं कि उन्होंने ये करने की कोशिश करी, नाकामयाब इसलिए हुए बिकॉज आप केयरफुली देखिए, सुशांत के गले में स्ट्रैंगुलेशन मार्क है जो है ओ शेप्ड. हैंगिंग से आ जाता है वी शेप. अब किसी को स्ट्रैंगुलेट करने के बाद अगर वो हैंग करते तो डबल मार्क्स आते, ओ का भी होता और वी का भी होता. समझ रहे हैं आप? ये फर्स्ट पॉइंट है. दूसरा पॉइंट ये है कि आप उस क्राइम रूम को ध्यान से देखिए. बिस्तर और पंखे की जो डिफरेंस है हाइट, दैट इज 5'9" एंड सुशांत वाज 6 foot, or you can say 183 centimeters. So it is not even making sense. जो पंखा है वो फॉल सीलिंग पे लगा है, जिसका मतलब ये कि अगर आप उसमें 30-40 किलो भी टांग दें तो वो पूरी की पूरी फॉल सीलिंग नीचे आ जाएगी। अरे फॉल सीलिंग छोड़िए, पंखा तो टेढ़ा हो जाएगा, पंखा के फिन्स टेढ़े हो जाएंगे। बट नेवर इन एनी ऑफ द पिक्चर्स आई सॉ द फिन्स ऑफ द फैन ब्लेड बेंडिंग इवन एन इंच। ऐसा लग रहा था नया पंखा लगाया हुआ है यार। These are the strange things which happened in Sushant Singh Rajput case. So इन लोगों ने क्या सोचा कि ये माइन्यूटेस्ट डिटेल्स में कौन जाएगा, लेकिन लेकिन वी एसएसआरियंस dig up each and every goddamn thing, every angle, एक छोटी से छोटी चीज को भी हम छोड़ते नहीं, and we make sure that we cover up. This is the best part about SSRians. We have people from all walks of life. स्पेशलिस्ट भी हैं हमारे पास, फोरेंसिक्स वाले भी हैं, डॉक्टर्स भी हैं। आई हैव हर्ड वेरियस ओपिनियंस फ्रॉम doctors to forensics. Everybody in detail have explained me about the ligature mark. Everybody in detail has told me only one thing. This ligature mark is because of strangulation. मतलब किसी ने उसका गला दबाया। अब वो बेल्ट से दबाया, किसी और इंस्ट्रूमेंट से या किसी चीज से करा, आई डोंट नो, बट आई एम श्योर ऑफ वन थिंग, दैट सुशांत सिंह राजपूत की फिटनेस देखते हुए 10 लोग भी भारी, इसको बोलते हैं ना, नहीं संभाल सकते सुशांत को, बिकॉज नॉट ओनली हिज फिजिक, ही हैड trained himself in martial arts. And that is my next point, that carefully observe the stun gun mark on his neck. स्टन गन का यूज करा गया, उसको डीप, उसको बेहोश करा गया, या इसको बोलते हैं डीकैपेसिटेट करा गया, सो दैट उससे एनर्जी कम हो जाए, एंड देन दे किल्ड हिम. इट लुक्स लाइक, आई सी नो अदर रीजन. Immobilized, absolutely. Now the disgraced officer of Mumbai police, परमवीर सिंह, कहाँ हो? Initially comes up with the statement that, oh, 14th को तो सुशांत सुबह अपने मोबाइल पे या अपने मीडिया पे लगा हुआ था, he was searching for painless death. अरे भाई, ओके, 2 मिनट के लिए उनकी स्टेटमेंट को सुन लेते हैं. Then why will he choose a method which is painful? आप मेरे को ये बताइए. A man of science, a man of exception, brilliance, intelligence. अरे भाई वो साइंस का आदमी है यार, केमिस्ट्री उसकी उंगलियों पे है. आप मतलब यू नो you making this vague statement. All these things, you know, why do these people do it? To create a doubt. This is how Their modus operandi work, my dear. This is exactly how they function. पठान हिट है, पठान हिट है, पठान इतने करोड़ कर रही है। अरे भाई, थिएटर्स खाली हैं, कैसे कर रही है, कहां से? The PR gets active, they start throwing false narrative, and people start to believe. But there are people like awakened souls. They are people who have brains. They pay people who have head over their shoulders, who would actually go and do research. They would do. They would actually go ahead and see for themselves क्या है भाई, reality क्या है. ठीक है, एक थिएटर में कुछ वैगाबॉन्ड्स नाच रहे हैं, गा रहे हैं, दिवाली मना रहे हैं. थिएटर के अंदर दिवाली मना रहे हैं. कैन यू इमेजिन? पटाखे चल रहे हैं जी थिएटर में. दिस इज सिविलाइज्ड वे. बताओ. They are buying tickets and getting those people in the theaters. Do you know why? Why this is happening? This is all happening because they want to portray, showcase that लोग तो जा रहे हैं देखने, तो बाकी लोग भी ये सोचेंगे अरे लोग तो जा रहे हैं देखने. But there are people who have actually clicked the real videos of inside the theater. Empty seats, sir. For God's sake, man. But that's a topic for another day. See, basically, I'm very clear with my thoughts, guys. On one side, there are soldiers protecting our borders. We are in a state of war with Pakistan. Pakistan has been a terrorist state from 1947, right? There is no denying about it. Though we never start a fight. At one side, our soldiers are there protecting our borders, giving their lives for the country, for the nation. On one side, these actors have association with people like anti-nationals like Tony Ashai. So I leave the question to you. दोबारा जब आप पिक्चर देखने जाएं इनकी, तो अपने आप से पूछिएगा कि यार मतलब फिर ये मत कहिएगा कि जय जवान जय किसान, बिकॉज ये लोग फिर आपके थॉट्स में आने चाहिए यार ये तो टोनी अशाई के साथ इनकी एसोसिएशन है. ये वही हैं टोनी अशाई आईएसआई वाले, जेकेएलएफ के मेंबर. ये वही हैं जिन्होंने डिजाइन करा है शाहरुख खान का दुबई वाला घर, यूके वाला घर. सो प्लीज कीप दैट इन माइंड. आई नेवर force anybody. I am very clear with my thoughts. It's your, it's completely up to you, your choice. How do you want to proceed? I have decided to boycott Bollywood because of various reasons. This is one of them. I'm not pointing finger at one particular person only, but a selected who have ruined the culture of the good that used to happen. It used to be Indian film industry with the absolute bakwas naam Bollywood. किसको किसको पसंद है यार ये नाम Bollywood? I mean, it should be Indian film industry. Anyways, I hope Yogi Adityanath ji brings some changes. लाएंगे तो अच्छा है, हमारे लिए अच्छा है. हमारे साथ इस मूवमेंट के राइट फ्रॉम द बिगनिंग होनहार सचिन रोबोट ज्वाइन कर चुके हैं. हेलो सचिन, हाउ आर यू?
जय श्री राम, हर हर महादेव. प्रोफेसर भाई,
जय श्री राम, जय श्री राम, हर हर महादेव.
how are you, Professor भाई? How are you after a long
I'm
time?
good, I'm good. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, I mean many people were missing you and in the like बहुत सारे लोग पूछ रहे थे कि प्रोफेसर भाई कहाँ पे है, कहाँ पे है. तो मैंने बोला कि मे बी ही हैज गॉन ऑन अ लोकेशन. वन सेकेंड, गिव मी वन सेकेंड.
So, two bodies. Ask yourself this. Whenever anybody throws any narrative, take a step back, think about it, that why it's all of a sudden a new or fresh narrative has popped up from nowhere. And what is the relevance of this new narrative? मतलब how is it possible? आप अपने आप को just place yourself in that crime scene, in that crime room, and जो भी आप सोचिए इसके बारे में कैसे possible है. And when you start to think about it, you'll come to the conclusion it's not possible. It's just not possible. I've given you the main reason why I feel it's not possible. A lot of narratives. This is just one. Today we are talking about the two bodies narrative. Absolutely right. What Dual Sir is saying is absolutely, I completely agree. I mean, I'm just trying to understand. I mean, to be really honest, sir, I have a few kurtas of Fab India. Trust me, I'm sure probably you've come across Fab India. The material is so thin. I mean, it's so fragile. कि मैंने मैंने पहना. I tried also. Trust me. I closed my door and I tried. कि यार ये कुर्ते का मतलब कैसे मतलब how can one tie a knot and पंखे के साथ और ऐसे मतलब to be honest because I believe in facts. मैं देखना चाहता था मैं कि यार ये possible भी है कि नहीं. It's trust me guys, it's not possible. It's just not possible. I really wish I had some pictures. The kurta just tore यार मतलब फट गया यार वो कुर्ता. थोड़ा सा फोर्स एंड हाथ से एंड वो फस बिल्कुल फट गया into two pieces. So to put it in other ways, they just try to showcase कि एक कुर्ता टंगा हुआ है पंखे से. Half piece is down and half is hanging with the fan. They just wanted to showcase that. Nothing else. Probably they tried कि किसी तरह वो बॉडी हैंग करने का बट वो हो नहीं सकती ना. दैट्स नॉट पॉसिबल. आप पंखे को देख लीजिए, फॉल सीलिंग को देख लीजिए, कोई बैंड नहीं है, कुछ नहीं है. लिगेचर मार्क को देख लीजिए. सो माय क्वेश्चन इज that without investigation, without interrogating the flatmates, these people came up with the conclusion कि भाई it's a case of suicide, which is wrong, which is absolutely wrong. Proper investigation should have been done. And the only reason is because these people never anticipated a movement of this magnitude is going to start. People are going to raise their voice. चलो ये तो कवर अप कर देंगे easily. Absolutely right. The entire motive, the entire motive is to disrupt, to confuse people. और क्या है? एक वो जोकर आया था, दिल्ली का लॉयर. अरे आप लोग क्या बात कर रहे हो? सुशांत तो जिंदा है. You see, such people infiltrated in this movement just to confuse. create a doubt in people's mind. आप आज भी देख लीजिए, Sachin is here. You can ask Sachin. There are still the alive narrative people in this movement. आज भी हैं. And they talk, they tweet nonsense, absolutely nonsense, which is not even making sense. But that's what they are here for, to create that doubt in people's mind. लोगों को केस के बारे में मालूम ही नहीं है, वो ट्वीट पे ट्वीट करे जा रहे हैं. रोज मैं देखता हूं यार कोई ना कोई ट्वीट. So they are trying to get back in this movement again, infiltrate this movement, somehow disrupt. There are people, elements from Bollywood who are hand in glove with Bollywood पीछे से. और यहां रिया के साथ accused number 1, ladies and gentlemen, accused number 1, फॉलो करते हैं उनको और शो कर रहे हैं कि justice for Sushant Singh Rajput. Hypocrisy at top level. Please welcome, ladies and gentlemen, we have Sachin Bhai back with us.
थैंक यू प्रोफेसर भाई, थैंक यू वेरी मच. बिल्कुल ये फेक नैरेटिव्स, इफ यू नो इट फ्रॉम वेयर इट स्टार्टेड, विच चैनल एंड हु वर द, आई कैन कॉल देम एज अ कपल जिन लोगों ने ये स्टार्ट किया फेक नैरेटिव. And unfortunately, you know, whatever the fake narratives were run during the initial period, the videos were not deleted. Although it was said that whoever that person had come, the Delhi lawyer, he came and he gave all the fake narratives. But unfortunately, his fake narrative videos were not deleted. And they are still part of that particular YouTube channel, which is really unfortunate. And according to me, that was actually the beginning of, you know, disruption of this movement. Because why in a very in a such a pious and such a genuine movement, why would anyone try to, you know, spread a fake narrative? And why would a host, even though he knows the history of this particular person, why would he allow all these fake narratives to be run? It is obviously to confuse the people. And it was, I think, the beginning of the disruption of this movement, I personally believe. And after that, they started the alive narrative propaganda, as Arunji is rightly saying. But I personally feel that there is something that is something that is not meeting the eye, or there is something that is hidden from all genuine SRians. Why certain people were promoted as frontliners, and why all of them backstabbed this movement. You know, whoever was promoted, if you notice, they have, for some reason or the other, they have backstabbed. I mean, I can understand jo Tripti ji bol rahi hai, Bevda, he came with an intention to make a lot of money, and I have heard that he has made lots and lots of money from his Asatya Mochan or whatever it is, and from various other sources. So his intentions was very clear. But बाकियों का intention भी थोड़ा यहाँ पे doubtful दिख रहा है. And जिस तरह थोड़े लोग आते हैं इस movement का use करके, they gain lot of followers, subscribers, followers and everything. And once their purpose is done, then they backstab the same Sushant Singh Rajput. It's not only the inmates in his house who backstabbed him. Even the people in SR movement also have backstabbed him for their own selfish reasons, or possibly they were planted in this movement. So, you know, that is the unfortunate part of this movement. And आज भी, you know, आज भी एक एफर्ट लगाया जा रहा है इस मूवमेंट को तोड़ने के लिए. पहले सुशांत के ऊपर फेक नैरेटिव चलाए थे, और आज थोड़े जेन्युइन एसआरियंस के ऊपर फेक नैरेटिव्स चलाए जा रहे हैं. So it's all a propaganda, but we want to know the source. ये source कहाँ से आ रहा है? क्या बॉलीवुड से किसी लोगों को प्लांटेड किया गया? एटलीस्ट 2-3 ऑफ देम वी नो हु आर बॉलीवुड प्लांटेड पीआर पीपल. थोड़े लोगों के ऊपर शक है, बट मुझे लगता है कि इस मूवमेंट को तोड़ने की बहुत कोशिश की जा रही है, एंड दिस इज वेरी अनफॉर्चुनेट.
Yes, this is a very unfortunate, and I would also like to make a general statement to all the people that, see, you work in your life, you earn in your life, this is your hard earned money. Do not just give it to anybody who's asking. हाँ, कोई जेन्युइन किसी को प्रॉब्लम है तो उसके सोर्स में दो. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, अगर किसी को मेडिकल की प्रॉब्लम है, उसको बोलो कि ठीक है यार, आप अपना हॉस्पिटल का या डॉक्टर का नंबर दीजिए, आपको जेन्युइन हेल्प की जरूरत है, आपके डॉक्टर से बात करेंगे, आपके हॉस्पिटल में लुकिंग एट व्हाट द बिल इज, वहां पर हम लोग क्या कहते हैं, कंट्रीब्यूट कर सकते हैं. दिस इज समथिंग. आई एम नॉट टॉकिंग अबाउट द मूवमेंट, आई एम टॉकिंग जर्नल इन लाइफ. बट जैसे वो लॉयर विभुर आया था, he came with a specific purpose. He first created a doubt of a life theory. People, he gathered those followers, and then he started asking for donations, asking money. And people started giving चाहे emotionally होंगे तभी, because everybody used to, like Sushant Singh Rajput. I mean, they genuinely like Sushant Singh Rajput. तो उसके नाम पे he used to run his channel and he used to earn his, I would say, whiskey and bread. This is exactly. And भोले भाले जो SSRians हैं, they started paying. अब कोई 100 दे रहा है, कोई 500 दे रहा है. Can you imagine if that number goes in thousands and thousands? He has earned so much money in this movement. So please beware of such people. Yes, in your life, please do help the underprivileged ones. ठीक है, बाकी सबके भगवान ने 2 आंखें, 2 हाथ, 2 पैर सबको दिए हैं, मेहनत करो और पैसा कमाओ. मैं तो यही कहूंगा. बाकी रही मूवमेंट की बात, yes, you are right, Sachin. I also feel that, of course, see, if we are fighting for Sushant Singh Rajput, then the opposite side will definitely throw in some chips. By chips, I'm saying throw in some people who are disguised and are in this movement. And slowly, जिसको बोलते हैं ना दीमक की तरह इसको खोखला कर रहे हैं. Now, those are people who are following Bollywoodians, who are following the accused number 1 in SSR case. And I keep wondering why. Why would somebody follow Ria and Shoik? For what reason? That keeps bothering me in my mind. So, हो सकता है it's a possibility that they have, sent their people also in this movement to disrupt, to create doubt in people's mind. एक दूसरे में आपस में लड़ा दें, differences create कर दें. That's how it has been in the past 2.5 years. And that's why I always say that always have a one-to-one talk. Whenever you have any issues, any matters of concern, somebody has told you anything, always talk to that person one-to-one. हमेशा डायरेक्ट बात करो, गाली दो, जो मर्जी करो, आपस में one-to-one बात करो, sort it out. नहीं होता तो आगे बढ़ो. अदरवाइज जो तीसरा कौवा है ना, वो हमेशा एडवांटेज उठाएगा. Always that person will take advantage. तो सचिन, मेरा आपसे ये सवाल है कि 2 बॉडीज के बारे में आपका क्या कहना है?
ये जो 2 बॉडीज का थियरी है, पर्सनली इफ यू आस्क मी, एज फार एज रूप कुमार शाह जी स्टेटमेंट गोज, पोस्टमार्टम सिर्फ सुशांत का ही हुआ था उस रात. वो जो भी आप स्ट्रेचर वगैरह जो इमेजेस दिखा रहे हैं, इनिशियली सुशांत का बॉडी दिखाया गया था, इट वाज लाइंग हॉरिजॉन्टली, मतलब पीठ के बल, फेस अप. फिर बोला जाता है कि जब स्ट्रेचर पे ले जाया जा रहा था तो उनके पैर मोड़े गए थे और ऐसा कुछ दिख रहा था कि देयर वाज अ पॉसिबिलिटी ऑफ 2 बॉडीज. एंड व्हेन कूपर हॉस्पिटल पे जब वो स्ट्रेचर्स निकाले गए तो देयर वर 2 स्ट्रेचर्स दैट वर टेकन आउट. नाउ वी कैन स्पेकुलेट, हम लोग कुछ भी स्पेकुलेट कर सकते हैं, 2 क्या 3-4 बॉडीज भी बोल सकते हैं हम लोग. जैसे विभोर आनंद बोलता था कि लाखों स्कल्स आर अवेलेबल इन समुंदर ऑफ मुंबई, तो बोलने के लिए कुछ भी बोल सकते हैं, बट लेट अस गो ऑन द फैक्ट्स। रूप कुमार शाह जी आके उन्होंने मेन स्ट्रीम मीडिया में ही इज कमिंग एंड एज एन आई विटनेस इज गिविंग स्टेटमेंट, एंड आई थिंक इट इज हाई टाइम फॉर सीबीआई टू टेक हिज स्टेटमेंट। एंड आई थिंक ये टू बॉडीज का ये जो थियरी चल रहा है 2.5 ईयर से, इसके ऊपर भी अगर पर्दा उठा सकते हैं तो रूप कुमार शाह जी उठा सकते हैं। रूप कुमार शाह जी जब स्टेटमेंट देंगे तब उन कूपर हॉस्पिटल के डॉक्टर से पूछताछ होगी, और जब उनसे पूछताछ होगी तभी सच्चाई क्या है बाहर निकलेगी। वरना इफ यू गो बाय डिबोरानंस नैरेटिव्स, आई थिंक वहीं से स्टार्ट हुआ गया था टू टू बॉडीज का थियरी, देन देर इज नो पॉइंट। Of course, he was right at some times, but at other times he was very much fake also. So let us not go by his statements or his narratives, but let us go by what Roop Kumar Shahji is saying and what CBI will come out with. I personally don't believe the two body narrative, personally, until unless it's proven.
Absolutely right. And that's what I started to explain people in the start of this live. That if we look at this case very carefully, the sister, apart from those jokers present at Mont Blanc, it was the sister who came at Mont Blanc first. उसके बाद आई मीडिया और पुलिस वाले. तो and supposedly the sister Meetu Singh has clicked some pictures and videos also, which is said that she has uh, given it to CBI. तो अगर वहां पर दूसरी बॉडी होती तो ऑब्वियसली श्योर होता, पहली बात. दूसरी बात, इफ आई प्ले सचिन, इफ आई प्ले द डेविल्स एडवोकेट, why will somebody who is trying to portray Sushant as he committed suicide will keep a second body there? भाई मतलब इट्स नॉट मेकिंग सेंस ना यार. एक तरफ जो कबाल है वो ये पोर्ट्रे करने की पूरी कोशिश कर रही थी कि ये केस सुसाइड से एंड हो जाए, which they failed miserably. On second, why will they keep that body there? It, that thing, when I look at this case, is not making sense to me. बस मेरे को इतना ही कहना था टू बॉडीज थ्योरी पे.
No, I don't know whether this is true or not, but it seems Subramaniam Swamy in Sushant case said that Sushant Singh Rajput was wearing shorts. There were samples of semen ejaculation on his shorts. और उन्होंने ये, आई डोंट नो वेदर दिस इज ट्रू और नॉट, बट मैंने कहीं पे सुना है ये
नहीं
कि
नहीं, यू आर
उन्होंने
ट्रू, यू आर ट्रू.
हम्म
प्लीज गो ऑन.
इन्होंने ये थियरी फ्लोट किया कि सुशांत सिंह राजपूत हैड सेक्स विद अ माइनर गर्ल एंड देन ही किल्ड हर एंड देन ही रियलाइज्ड एंड ही कमिटेड सुसाइड. ये सुब्रमण्यम स्वामी ने, ऑल्सो नोन एज सुसु स्वामी ने, ये झूठ भी फैलाया.
भाई अगर तो उन्होंने ऐसा कहा है, फर्स्ट स्टेटमेंट जो आपने कही वो मैंने भी सुनी है अबाउट द सीमेन, and I have spoken to a forensic doctor also, and he says it is normal during strangulation. जब आप किसी का, अगर मैं आप मेरा गला दबाओगे ना तो it's quite common कि ये सब चीजें होंगी. But the second statement which is this moron is making, I want to ask this moron, we are talking about Sushant Singh Rajput, a superstar. अगर सुशांत सिंह राजपूत किसी मॉल में क्या मतलब सड़क के बीच में भी खड़ा हो जाए ना तो वहां सड़क ब्लॉक हो जाए, मतलब संभालना मुश्किल हो जाए क्राउड को. एंड ही इज मेकिंग सच वेक स्टेटमेंट्स. रबिश यार. मतलब तो आप, आई डोंट नो, मतलब उसने ये क्या फूक के, माल फूक के, पी के स्टेटमेंट बोली है, बट दिस इज नॉट एक्सेप्टेबल एट ऑल. बट यही कह रहा हूं ना, यू नो, हमारे देश में क्या है कि हम ना लोगों को एकदम से भगवान बना देते हैं. अरे मिस्टर स्वामी ने स्टेटमेंट दिए तो सही होगी. अरे क्यों सही होगी भाई, क्यों सही होगी? दिस इज हाउ अ सेंसेशन इज क्रिएटेड. सेंसेशनलाइज करना है। सुशांत सिंह राजपूत के केस को कितने लोगों ने सचिन सेंसेशनलाइज करने की कोशिश करी। एक और जोकर आपने अभी नाम ले लिया उनका, दुबई से लोग आए थे, दुबई से लोग आए थे। अरे भाई लॉकडाउन था, कंप्लीट लॉकडाउन, 08 स्पेस, रशियन असैसिन्स आए थे। ओ माय गॉड, मतलब एंड एंड दिस इज व्हाई ही इज मेकिंग सच स्टेटमेंट्स, Sachin bhai, is there'll be people who'll counter him. Those people will be very limited, like you and me. But there'll be fools who will say, "Oh my God, assassins आए थे, अच्छा, CIA ने करवाया, अच्छा, Sushant is alive. Oh my God, वो moon पे जा रहा है." You know, such things. Those are more people. Innocent,
Yeah, and
emotional.
you know one more thing, Professor भाई, you know one more thing, और इस
हाँ,
दिल्ली के सलाइवा दिल्ली का सलाइवा ने ये भी बोला था कि अभी अभी मुझे मुझे मरवाने के लिए अभी अभी दुबई से कोई अंडरवर्ल्ड का कोई आदमी आया है इसको मारने के लिए, दिल्ली सलाइवा को, और वो अभी अभी बैठा हुआ है। अभी अभी मुझे इंफॉर्मेशन मिला है कि अभी अभी कोई दुबई से कोई आके दिल्ली सलाइवा को खत्म करना चाहता है। ऐसे ऐसे नैरेटिव भी फैलाए हैं इन लोगों ने, तो मतलब क्या बोलेंगे ऐसे नैरेटिव्स का?
अरे
कौन जुड़ा
सेल्फ
है?
प्रमोशन करते हैं। मैंने तो ये भी सुना है कि तुम भी कोई assassin हो। तो
हाँ, मेरा चेहरा तो assassin की तरह दिखता ही है, बिल्कुल।
मतलब I was listening to your live yesterday and somebody said that I think प्रियंका जी ने बोला था, कोई स्टेटमेंट दी थी कि somebody said that वही मर्डर के बारे में था, and that's I started laughing. I said यार come on यार, Sachin, I mean Sachin is such a beautiful soul यार। तो मतलब for all those people who know you, right, and where you coming from, so making such wild, vague statements, these people do it. Why? Because they want to create that sensation. They want to create their importance. कि यार मुझे बचा लो, मुझे बचा लो। अरे भाई, और कुछ नहीं है क्या तुम्हारी लाइफ में कि तुम ये सब चीजें लेके आ गए हो? तो ऐसे बहुत लोग करते हैं।
Hey,
I will have another speaker. I'm not getting the name. Mimia, can you please?
अरुण जी,
this
अरुण जी,
is
अरुण
Arun.
जी।
This is
Arun ji,
Arun. Yeah.
Arun
Arun,
ji,
yeah.
a very warm good evening to you. How are you, sir?
I'm doing okay, sir. Just got off the work, so I thought I'll join in. Imiji has been, wanting me to see. There are a few things which I wanted to, say. Um, we can agree to disagree. I do have my own reservations on the two-body theory. I will not totally, say it's not right, or I'll not totally say it's, correct or wrong. Okay, let me put it that way. But your questions which you raised are very valid. If the family member was there, the first 15 minutes, right? Didi was there, and she was part of the entire, when the police were there, we saw a video where Didi was also present there in the same place, right? She was there, okay, watching all the proceedings. I don't think she would have remained silent if there were two bodies, and definitely they would have asked, right, whose other body belonged to, and all those things, and that would have come out at least by now. After 2.5, 2+ years, it would have come out, right? At least some statement would have come out. Nothing came out. That is the first thing. So that casts a lot of doubt. But lots of videos in which, our own SSRians have shown a lot of videos, slow mo में बता के, थोड़ा freeze करके, वो करके, सब they people have seen, shown it, right? So that going by logical, not getting emotional. I'm saying like logical mind से आप देखे तो you can see, even if it was a body के साथ कुछ और था, may not be other body, but there was something else, some other luggage, something should have been there, because otherwise वो proportion ठीक नहीं था body का. This is my personal observation, because just to give a background, I have been multiple times to the morgue. I have taken part in a couple of probably postmortem, just watched, and I'm not saying done it, but I have watched. So that was part of my profession before. So there was. So मुझे पता है when the body is covered and put in the stretcher how it looks. Okay, that is why I'm saying this. But then your questions are very valid, and I would also second you that you know there cannot be a possibility that there are two bodies. But then it's just I'm in a iffy kind of situation. So hope you understand what I'm saying, right? That is the first thing.
Fair enough. Fair
So
enough, Arunji.
yeah.
Absolutely right. I just have one input. Why am
Hmm.
I saying your point is absolutely fair. My only thing is that the sister was present there. One, second, the
Hmm.
pictures taken by the sister, the pictures and the video which is taken by the sister, now given to CBI. If there had been there a second body, then the entire case would have been different. And if I play a devil's advocate, why would the cabal leave the second body there? If they want to portray, if they
Correct.
wanted to, portray Sushant Singh Rajput case as suicide. So I'm looking at from that angle. Please
Right,
continue.
right, right. See, I will give you my this again. People have come up with a lot of theories. Let me also come up with my own, okay, and in a good positive way, just to look at how this thing goes, right? Okay, so let's say uh, Sushant Singh, not let's say Sushant Singh was murdered. So that is for 100% confirmed, right? That nobody has a doubt on. After he was murdered, before the sister came, what if the other body was hidden somewhere else? Because the sister was totally concentrating on Sushant Singh. And first of all, the shock. Second thing, she's seeing her brother dead. Okay, वो शॉक में था. तो उनके साथ में तो we know a lot of people were there, right? Including the police or the fake police, whatever the thing goes, were there around, crowded. So what if they have hidden the body somewhere else? I mean, I would even say there were three houses, right? The apartment has three houses or two houses which belong to Sushant. I'm not sure. In the name of Sushant. Professor Ji, please correct if I'm wrong.
Yes, his apartment was a duplex. So
Hmm.
it's like two apartments. You're absolutely right, sir.
Hmm. Hmm.
and and
Okay.
and in
So,
and in Mount Blanc, and just to
mhm,
finish myself, and in Mount Blanc,
mhm.
what people are unaware of is that there is another small locality inside Mount Blanc which is known as Park View. और उसका ना बहुत छोटा सा गेट है, एक बहुत छोटा सा गेट है that interlinks each other. This Park View is inside Mount Blanc. Please continue.
Okay. Okay. So, what if they have hidden it? And when the sister is busy, that guy who was with her, so-called Sushant Singh's friend, that inmate, uh, who was actually taking control of the sister around, right? Was holding her shoulders, holding her hand, and pulling around. What was that guy's name? He's Snake Singh only, right?
Sandeep Singh.
Was this? Ha. So, what if he was put there to take the sister away from, distract her, keep her away, when the rest of the folks were hiding, and when Sushant was being, tied to the stretcher, or whatever they did, before they carry out the procedure, when they're doing it, what if in that moment they had hidden? So these are all the ifs and buts which I'm throwing, which is actually I'm just keeping the channels open, right? But if somebody asks me who then if you are saying there are two bodies, who is the second body? I don't know. I don't know. I'm basically unaware of this. I know I might be sounding, people might get angry. They say I am ridiculous, but I'm just saying I'm keeping my options open. I'm not saying totally shut. As Sachin was mentioning, unless and until it is proven otherwise, I would keep this option open because um, there were other stories linked to it, right? When they were saying, I don't know whether it is true or not. It is when Disha Salian's thing happened, right? We know there were a lot of presumptions, assumptions which are running around, right? There was a minor girl who was saved from the party in which Disha the Disha went to, and that is when this entire murder thing happened. I mean, Disha was raped and killed, and then the minor girl was sent to Sushant, and all this thing came up. I mean, I don't know whether it's theory, it's true. I don't want to believe in it, but then, so going by that string of theories is what I'm believing, and that is what I'm telling you. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't want to be another, theory spreader, propagandist, like how our liar lawyer was there, used to do. But this is my thought. And Sachin, coming back to Sachin, okay, this is my points as far as the two bodies are concerned. But let me come back on a lighter note to Sachin. Uh, when you said Sachin cannot be a killer, I would say Sachin is a killer, man. Sachin, I want you to come on camera so that I can see your face when I'm telling you this. I'm accusing you now. Please come on cam. Or he has gone to feed his babies, cats, maybe. So I'm calling him a killer because have you ever heard Shairis, Baba? Professor Ji?
Haji,
People,
Haji, I'm here, sir.
it's a, no, I'm saying, have you ever heard Shairis?
Who's Shairi, sir?
Sachin's. If you hear his Shairis, then you'll realize he's a killer.
Yes, yes. In fact, yes, I have listened to Sachin, and I have always, Arunji,
Actually,
to be really honest, I've
uh,
always told him that this guy has that talent inside him. If you
hmm,
look at his any live, his facial expressions, the way he talks and put across things, the pauses, the look, he has that talent. All he requires is the content. That content, and I have told him also that if he, if he tries and auditions for some South India में जाके अगर audition करे, I think he has a chance. It doesn't matter what role does he gets, but he has a very good chance. So a talented है.
yeah, I agree. I agree. When we have all this nonsensical thing which is played as stand-up comedies and all the stuff, I think Sachin has stands a big chance there. He can do that, or as he told some, if he's interested. But then, yeah, content that part he should remember, right? Content is very important for him. Yeah, those are my brief points. I would, I mean, like Mimiji, if somebody else is coming, well and good. Otherwise, I would stay here for some time on mute. I need to still have my dinner. I'll be having my dinner. Professor Ji, please continue.
Sure, thank you, sir, for your insight. And of course, when you talk about possibility, I would take it any time, any day. Possibility, of course, it can be a possibility. But if I look at it logically, that I believe, uh, it's not making sense because अगर दूसरी body होती तो फिर वो ना uproar would have been, and going by what you're saying, Sandeep Singh tried to threaten the family. That would not be the case. I would feel, because the family right from the beginning had been fighting head on, right? And even when they did not have any help, कहीं से उनको कोई हेल्प नहीं मिली, मुंबई पुलिस ने, उन्होंने तो हाथ खड़े कर लिए थे मुंबई पुलिस वालों ने तो शुरू से ही. They did not give up. They went to their state. They went to Patna and they filed an FIR there. And then, of course, with people and legally, they went and asked for CBI. So, as far as that threat is concerned, yes, but of course, it's a possibility, right? So possible हो सकता है. Another possibility is that yes, Arun ji, जो आप कह रहे हो, it might be possible that the second body might be somewhere else. My only concern is, why would, if we play the devil's advocate, why would the second body be kept when they are trying to portray SSR committed suicide? they would get rid of the second body. If there is a second body, had it been a second body, they would have got rid of that. Because see, why is I'm slightly diverting, not exactly diverting, but I'm going to the postmortem report now. The postmortem report does not state the time of the death or time since death. And there is a very logical explanation for that. Why would they write the time of death? They would never do that. Never. Because they wanted to portray it, they wanted to introduce that locksmith in the picture who would later be their alibi, the man who makes the statement. Why would they? Because if they give a time, अगर कोई स्पेसिफिक टाइम देते हैं वो रात का, फॉर एग्जांपल 14 और सॉरी 13 रात को और 14 अर्ली मॉर्निंग सुशांत डाइड, अगर वो ऐसा लिखते हैं फॉर इंस्टेंस 1 बजे रात को अराउंड 1 a.m., then the entire investigation is based on that period. और वहां तो वो पकड़े जाएंगे, तो स्पेसिफिक टाइम वो कभी नहीं देंगे. They will never give, and that is the reason why they did not write it in their postmortem report. Specific time. Again, I mean, it only makes sense because uh, if I look at the statement by the witness, Roop Kumar Shah, and if I look at the if I look at the statement of Roop Kumar Shah, if I hold the post-mortem report of SSR on one hand, I'll be in a state of, I mean, I'm already in a state of shock, and I'll be like, yeah, is it only me or people of this movement जिनको ये दिख रहा है सच? It's मतलब a clear case of cover up. मतलब clearly there is an insider who has come up, and now this is not somebody जिसको पैसे दे के बोला गया कि भाई तोते की तरह बोल. This is somebody who is from his own conscious. चलो, लोग कहते हैं 2.5 साल बाद क्यों आया ये? अरे आया तो सही. A man who has come up with a statement, and such a bold statement, an insider, आया तो सही. And look at the statement he's giving. All those, what we used to talk ever since 2020, all the SSRians used to talk about the marks on Sushant, on his eye, leg being fractured, everything is absolutely 100% bang on. Now comes the very interesting part. Very, very interesting part. Initially, Sachin Bhai came and said कि एम्बुलेंस से एक वीडियो आया था बाय द मीडिया ही नहीं वो लेके आए थे, इंट्रोड्यूस करा था चैनल्स में. बिकॉज मैं पर्सनली व्हाट आई फील गाइस इज कि देयर इज मीडिया हु इज जेन्युइन एंड देन देयर इज मीडिया हु इज करप्ट. सिर्फ पैसा, उनको सिर्फ पैसा, माइलेज, टीआरपी दिखती और कुछ नहीं. इनिशियली एक वीडियो आया जिसमें मुझे भी स्टार्टिंग में ऐसा लगा, मैंने कहा यार ये जो स्ट्रेचर है इतना लंबा स्ट्रेचर कैसे? एंड इट वाज लुकिंग लाइक 2 स्ट्रेचर्स एंड आई वाज लाइक यार दिस, व्हाई इज मीडिया नॉट showing the right video or a close video? लोगों के माइंड से खेलते हैं ये लोग. And this is exactly, Arunji and Sachin, what happened in this movement. मैं अपने आप को भी इंक्लूड कर रहा हूं. Until I came across a clear video of the ambulance, Sushant taken out of that ambulance and taken inside the Cooper Hospital. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to share that video. I have shared that video on multiple occasions on Twitter. I have told Mimia whenever she is ready, she can play that video. Please note.
कैमरा नीचे करना देना तो देना फुटेज
Thank you, Mimia. So that's the video of the body coming out of the ambulance and it's going in Cooper. So,
Yeah.
see,
So
yeah, Arunji, please, Abul.
sorry, Professor G. So my question was this. So this is the video of uh, after the ambulance comes to the hospital and the stretcher being taken out, right, into the hospital.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So the other videos which I was probably pointing out to were those which were or the videos from the apartment into the ambulance, right? The other one. So
Absolutely right.
that, yeah, this is very clear. This is very clear. Single body in a stretcher taken out, right? That is the one thing that is very clear. The other probably we don't have. We have multiple versions, multiple videos, so still it is like still cast the doubt on in our minds, right? Yeah.
The I would like to talk about that other video which we have seen from an angle. Probably some conscious mind has taken that video from another building. उसी के बारे में आप बात कर रहे हो और जहां पर वो नीचे स्ट्रेचर में बॉडी दिखा रहे हैं. But before we see that video of that body kept on that stretcher, people need to understand that where is the body coming from and who all were present around that body, which included policemen, which included Mahesh Shetty, Sandeep Singh, and the flatmates, including the ambulance guy, Sanjay Bangar, his attendant. These people were present there, and the most important person is Sushant Singh Rajput's sister, Meetu Singh. These people were present. Now, how did the body was taken from the crime room and brought down? The answer to that is the body was taken in a portable stretcher. Portable stretcher जो कि बंद हो जाता है, आप उसको एक हाथ में उठा सकते हो, पकड़ सकते हो और उसको फिर खोल के it becomes portable. It is without wheels. 4 people have to, just carry that portable. That's why it's called portable, right? So the
Right.
body, so the body had to be taken down from his floor to ground. तो अब वो कैसे लेके आए? वो पोर्टेबल स्ट्रेचर में लेके आए. Now, very interesting thing is, and I also have my slightest doubts on what Arunji is pointing out, and very rightly, that if we carefully observe when the body is placed on the main stretcher from the portable stretcher, that body is not straight. अब आप पिक्चर्स देखिए सुशांत के, बेड में वो एब्सोल्युटली स्ट्रेट था, बट ऑन द मेन स्ट्रेचर the body is at an angle, looks like the knees are bent, or there is something kept inside that bed, the sheet which covers the body. I don't know what that thing is. Are those the knees, or something is kept inside, which creates a doubt, and it creates a doubt in me also. I also feel that कि वो क्या चीज है भैया. And where was the need to call the second ambulance? They came up with a statement that the wheels were not functioning of the main stretcher. मेरा क्वेश्चन बड़ा सिंपल है. अरे भाई, जब आप पोर्टेबल स्ट्रेचर से लेके आ रहे हो तो उसी पोर्टेबल स्ट्रेचर से थोड़ा आगे ले जाके एम्बुलेंस में डाल दो. Where was the need? Where was the need of the attendant to run with the polythene bag? He just ran with that. I don't know उसमें क्या था पॉलिथीन बैग में, बट वी कैन सी इट इन द वीडियो. अरुण जी, वो पॉलिथीन बैग में कुछ पकड़ के, वो टोपी वाला लड़का अटेंडेंट, एंड ही इज रनिंग outside. And if we carefully observe, he's running towards the main gate, and from the main gate he goes to the another ambulance which is outside, parked outside Mont Blanc, the white one, and he keeps something inside. Now my question is, how is these people allowed? चलो मान लेता हूं वो एम्बुलेंस का अटेंडेंट है, उसकी ड्यूटी है, जो भी है, बट हाउ आर दीज पीपल अलाउड टू कैरी स्टफ फ्रॉम इनसाइड? The very same day we seeing that Neeraj taking out Fudge, the dog, for a walk. Same day. अरे मतलब it was already pre-planned कि सबकी स्टेटमेंट जो है वो ले लेंगे, बस उसके बाद क्या है, उसके बाद कुछ नहीं. Walk in the park. I'm really confused here. None of the protocols, procedures were followed by the Mumbai police. So this is quite surprising. So we have all our opinions about two bodies. I have my own opinion. Arunji has his own opinion. Sachin has his own. Uh, the best thing to do is that you think about it, guys. Think about it and come up with something logical within you. Is it possible? And you'll get your answer.
Right. So, just to carry on what Professor told, now, is it right? So, each of us are giving our opinions, our points of view, our understanding of what we saw, what we heard, and what we thought about, right? So, similar, it is the same thing with, that is what Professor is saying, each one of SSRians have to think logically. They cannot just gulp down anything which is thrown at them, which has been sadly has been happening right from the beginning of our SSR movement. And one of the reasons for it is idol worship. The moment you start idolizing someone whom then even their wrongs is not is seen as right, they overlook all the wrongs and they feel, okay, maybe that is the truth. So, see, in this case, to whoever is watching, I'm saying what I told, what Professor Ji told, what Sachin told, we're all not we are almost on the same page that we are fighting for Sushant Rajput's justice, and we are all very sure that he was murdered. But rest of things we may vary, but we are not arguing. We are not fighting. We are not abusing. And this is what Professor G has been telling right from the moment when we say right from the starting, because we are not saying that all of us, all of our views may match, maybe exactly 100% match. Let it be so. But that one goal is we are fighting for Sushant Singh Rajput's justice. So where is the need for this fight of I am doing better than you, or you are doing better than me, or he or she is doing that? No need for that. Let us discuss. If people have varied opinions, sit and discuss. Even we can have a, when I'm saying debates, a healthy debate. Okay, so that is what is needed. That is when we can come to a we may have a clarity in our thoughts. Otherwise, we'll be going on with whatever is fed to us. That is what is going into our stomach, and we'll have indigestion of our thoughts. That is not good for the moment, and that is what is leading us to all this hatred, this ego issues, this tutu meme, which is happening day in and day out, which is not healthy for SSRians. I mean, I was watching some of the tweets and some of the people, our own SSRians. They are disheartened. Some of the people are very disheartened when they write. Disheartened when they write, specifically on the way it is going of late, all this infightings, and they're also disheartened because of they feel like about Pathan. Pathan movie is already become a hit, so we are a failure. No, I would say until, I mean, in cricket we say, until the last ball is bowled, right? Never say you have lost the game. Even if it is one ball, 24 runs, never say you lose until the last ball is bowled. So never give up, continue to fight. You may be thrown, there will be a curveball thrown at you. There will be a lot of, all these theories, all these abuses, insults. I mean, recently I was discussing with a few other people, right? Somebody told a very beautiful line. They say you will be surrounded by negativity. If you keep looking at the negativity, the thing which comes in your mind is only negativity. You will have you will have a, like, uh, uh, a garden which is like totally in a depleted state. But there will be one rose which will have bloomed beautifully. Look at what I would suggest you is look at the rose. Admire the rose. Tell how beautifully it has come. Don't look at the rest of the garden. The problem with us is we look at the rest of the garden and say, see how bad it is. Right? Don't look at all those things. So Sushant Singh Rajput movement is exactly the same. Let us start looking at the positive things. Let's discuss, debate, healthy, bring out our points. That is when, see, I got to learn so much of things from Professor Ji today. Some of the things I'm not as a keen observer or a very good in research, especially in Sushant Singh Rajput's movement, because I am what do you call it as the if you consider it as a movie, I am like that local ticket. I buy the front row and watch. I'm like that in Sushant Singh Rajput movement. I'm just a basic SSRian fighting for justice. So I get to participate in this kind of conversation to understand more and more. I grasp more and more. People like Professor G or many of the YouTubers which I watch, many of the people who conduct spaces, I learn a lot of stuff. So learn, go and listen. Don't get irked, don't get irritated, don't start abusing. That is not at all helpful for us. I know Sachin will be telling that again. Gyan both ho raha hai. I apologize, Sachin, but that is I cannot avoid it. That's me. Okay. Thank you, Professor Ji. Thank you, Miji. Thank you, Sachin, for giving me opportunity.
Thank you, Arunji. Those were remarkable thoughts that you always bring on the table. और it's always been a pleasure listening to you. बहुत अच्छा बोलते हैं आप और बहुत अच्छा the way you communicate and put across your point. This is exactly what we are looking for and we want in this movement. That people should come with their viewpoints, irrespective. Let's have that healthy debate among each other and discuss about the case. देखिए, जस्टिस हमें कहां से मिलेगा? हमें एजेंसी से मिलेगा. हम यहाँ पर सिर्फ डिस्कस कर रहे हैं केस को. कोई ना कोई पॉइंट्स लेके आ जाते हैं, उसके ऊपर डिस्कस करते हैं, सो दैट पीपल डोंट गेट डिस्करेज्ड, दे डोंट फील लाइक क्या बोलते हैं, फ्रस्ट्रेटेड कि यार कुछ कुछ हो नहीं रहा. सो जस्ट bind them together and let's talk about Sushant, his legacy, his case. मूवमेंट के बारे में बात करो. कोई प्रॉब्लम है आपकी, किसी भी तरह की प्रॉब्लम हो, कोई भी प्रॉब्लम हो मूवमेंट को लेके, कोई डाउट आ रहा है केस के रिगार्डिंग, आइए बात करिए. देयर इज नो हार्म, नोबडी इज देयर टू जज यू. आप किसी को किसी की कोई भी पॉइंट लाके आप किसी से भी बात कर सकते हैं. एज फार एज यू आर रिस्पेक्टफुल टुवर्ड्स अदर पर्सन, you can come up with anything. So it's always a pleasure among beautiful people.
Professor Ji,
Sachin bhai.
one quick point before I give it to Sachin. Sachin, sorry, I just told see the thing which you told now, which is again a beautiful thought. Like, don't get discouraged. Why I'm saying this specifically because see, Sushant Singh's Rajput's movement now, still the CBI has not taken up the case. In the sense, has not filed a case into the court, and there is a legal battle which still has to happen. Once the CBI files a case, gets the case, they, I don't know what is the word for that. They file the case in the court. The court will supposed to take. This is going to go on. There will be a argument, counter arguments will go on, and if you, I mean, we as SRNs are going to follow it very, thoroughly. When you are watching it, there will be some of the statements, counter arguments which will be given, which will be very, very depressing for us. Be ready for all that. Abhi se aap, you start feeling depressed, you start feeling discouraged. वो सब जब होता है ना, because lawyers, when when they are arguing on that, they will be very, very, they will be using harsh words. They will be using some of the things which they pull out will be very, very unacceptable for us as Aryans, but we should be ready to take it because that is how it is going to go. So please harden yourself, harden your heart. Don't get swayed in by all this thing. Don't get discouraged because now, after the case is filed or the court starts to take up the case, is when the real fight starts. That is when we need to be backing those who are going to fight, or the family who is going to fight for Sushant. Okay, thank you. Sachin ji, please.
Yeah, I would like to just share one of my call recordings that I made to CBI today. I promised that I will be sharing it in tonight's live. So let me just share the recording, please.
अच्छा, थोड़ा डिस्क्रिप्शन दो ना उसके बारे में, क्या आप रिकॉर्डिंग किसकी है, एंड देन यू प्ले इट. किससे बात करी और क्या है?
Okay, this was my call to the CBI IO office. This was regarding one of the key eyewitnesses and why CBI has not taken his statement and other things. So आप देखिए क्या रिप्लाई किया है CBI वालों ने. Just एक सेकेंड ना, I'll confirm. Okay, I am ready to play it. मैं अपने आप को अनम्यूट रखूंगा ताकि आप सुन सकें.
हेलो सर, जय हिंद सर.
हाँ जी
सर, किसी भी केस में अगर किसी आई विटनेस का स्टेटमेंट देना है सीबीआई को, तो अगर आपको ये इंफॉर्मेशन प्रोवाइड करना है.
हाँ, हेलो, एक मिनट, आप कौन बोल रहे हो, कहाँ बात करनी है आप?
मेरा नाम महेश है. मेरा नाम महेश है.
हाँ,
फ्रॉम
ठीक है.
हैदराबाद. रिगार्डिंग सुशांत केस, देयर इज एन आई विटनेस कॉल्ड रूप कुमार झा, जिन्होंने मेन स्ट्रीम मीडिया में स्टेटमेंट दिया है. ही वाज ओपन हॉस्पिटल मॉर्चरी में वो काम करते थे.
तो आपको पहले बताने कि जो आपके पास मटेरियल है वो मेल कर दीजिए.
मैंने मेल कर दिया सर, सारे वीडियोस मेल कर दिया, सारा मैसेज कर दिया.
तो ठीक है, अपना काम कर लेंगे. तो वी आर नॉट ऑथराइज्ड टू टेल यू एनीथिंग. regarding
Of course, that is 100%. But
है ना? Because you are
उनका
not
स्टेटमेंट लेना
legal
चाहिए,
authority.
उनका स्टेटमेंट लेना चाहिए, उनका तो लेना चाहिए ना.
तो ठीक है ना? हम जो है अपना काम कर लेंगे, प्लीज. थैंक यू.
That is a response. But मैंने एक और किन्हीं को कॉल किया था. I would not like to reveal the name. लेकिन उन्होंने मुझे बोला कि don't worry, CBI is going to follow up and definitely they are going to take his statement. तो यहाँ पे एक छोटा सा confirmation मिला था. But you have seen the CBI response once again, how they are responding, and they say we are not authorized to tell you.
सचिन,
So-
मेरा एक एडवाइस है. रिमेंबर दिशा के टाइम पे और आरटीए के टाइम पे हमने डिस्कस करा था. देयर इज अ वेरी स्मॉल सजेशन. सिंस यू हैंडल दिस phone calls with CBI very well, my suggestion is you call up the same person, the same department again tomorrow perhaps, and you ask them a, a simple question, a basic question. And before you ask this question, you say, I already know that you are, you have obligation under the law that you are not going to reveal the case details. I understand, sir. All I want to know is CBI investigating Sushant Singh Rajput case? Is the case still on? इसका आंसर चाहिए. See, it is very important. See, अगर उन्होंने इसका आंसर दिया, then we'll play a smart one. Then I'll tell you that next day तुम्हें कॉल करके उनसे क्या पूछना है. If you can do that.
Definitely I will do it. Why not? Definitely I will do it. I have asked more harsher questions to them. In fact, I have even fought sometimes. So this is not मतलब ये कोई ये तो नहीं है. But whenever an RTI is filed, the response that you get from them is that सुशांत सिंह राजपूत केस का इन्वेस्टिगेशन चल रहा है, इसीलिए हम कुछ इंफॉर्मेशन दे नहीं सकते. So if they are saying this in an RTI, if you want, I can show the RTI right now.
You show to the people also. I know it. I want to start from the basic. वो उसको बोलते हैं ना A B C D E F. मेरे को वहां से स्टार्ट करना है. और मेरे को मतलब why am I telling you this? There is a reason. I'll tell you in the DM. There is a reason. We'll start from the basics. You call CBI. You say, sir, all I want to know is currently CBI investigating Sushant Singh Rajput case? Question mark. Bas. That's it. Nothing else on that particular call. Then we'll proceed to question number 2. That comes later.
And hey, Sachin, one thing I want to add, boss. Okay, so the way I'm talking to you, or where I message, people might think, I'm very, rude with Sachin. I'm like, tough with Sachin. Nothing like that. One thing, he knows very well. Whenever he does something good, I'll be the first person usually message him and tell him, "Great job." And I'm really appreciative of the way what Professor G now told. Right, you have a knack in speaking to people, boss. That not many people have. I am telling you, it needs guts. First thing is calling CBI. CBI को कॉल करते ही कुछ लोगों को फट जाती है. ठीक है, सीबीआई छोड़ो, लोकल पुलिस को बात करने से डरते हैं लोग. आप तो सीबीआई से HMO, I know you have called even HMO office, I know you have called many people which we wouldn't have even thought of calling. Okay, so kudos to you. That needs courage, first thing, and the way you bring out your information, बेझिझक जो बात करना, see, the first thing they observe you when you call such people is whether you are scared. अगर आपके आवाज में कुछ भी डर लगता है ना, they'll flip the plate, they'll throw you out. The way Sachin talks without fear, no, immediately the way they answer, and the best, and I'll tell you, Professor J, I don't know whether you heard this, I don't know whether Sachin, I can tell you this. Sachin had called that censor board, no, recently. I don't know whether you released it. Can I tell you something, Sachin? That is one of the best dialogue which you have had. Initially, the lady, how she was answering very rudely. The way you persisted, after that, she came to your way. She started talking as if you are both were friends for a very long time. ठीक नहीं हुआ. What you're saying is right. she came into that extent, Professor G. It was going on. I thought Sachin is आज तो पूरा उगलवा लेगा मुंह से. खुद वहां पे प्रोटेस्ट लेडी स्टार्ट प्रोटेस्टिंग अगेंस्ट द सीबीआई सेंसर बोर्ड बाय हरसेल्फ. उतना तक ही वो उसका मन चेंज कर लिया. So see that knack which you have, use it for the positive way. I think definitely you can do it. So such kind of things, definitely I will be there, Sachin. I'll openly appreciate you. Criticize करना हम private में करेंगे. I will not do it in generally. I am not that kind of person who will come and abuse. उनको point करे इसका ना, मैं नहीं करूँगा.
In
You
fact,
know me. I never
rest of
come
the
and
friends,
so you abuse about any other person in public. I'll do privately, but I'll not in the public. ठीक है?
sure.
चलिए ड्यूअल जी आ गए. ठीक है.
And one more thing I want to say, Arun भाई, कि इसके बाद मैंने जो उनका नाम क्या है भूल गया मैं, द न्यूज बोल के जो यूट्यूब चैनल चलाते हैं, पवन त्यागी जी को मैंने कॉल किया. मैंने भी उनको ये कॉल रिकॉर्डिंग भेजा और मैंने उनको बोला सर देखो ये ऐसा है. तो पवन त्यागी जी ने मुझे सजेशन दिया कि आप इसके खिलाफ एक ग्रीवेंस फाइल करो. ग्रीवेंस फाइल करके उसके बाद एक कॉपी मुझे भेजो, फिर इसको मैं अपने यूट्यूब चैनल पे दिखाऊंगा या हम उसके बारे में बात करेंगे. तो मैंने आज सीपी ग्राम्स में इंफॉर्मेशन एंड ब्रॉडकास्टिंग में ये ग्रीवेंस डाला है इस टॉपिक के ऊपर, पठान के टॉपिक के ऊपर, कि हाउ कम द सीबीएफसी हैज even allowed this movie to release, which shows Indian army and Indian intelligence officers in negative light and praising Pakistan ISI. How can you allow such a movie to release? So it's important. Otherwise, this is what Bollywood does. They always have done this. They show Indian army in negative light and हमेशा पाकिस्तान ISI और पाकिस्तान का महिमा मंडल करते हैं ये लोग. This is a fact. We'll take dual by.
Welcome, Dualji. Please go ahead.
Hi, Arunji. Hi, Professor. Thank you for letting me. Am I audible? First thing.
Yes, sir. You are audible. Hello. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. And I see all the array of big speakers, like eloquent speakers here. So I'm probably nowhere close. But yeah, since Mima had kind of said, "Why don't you join and make your point?" I don't have any big point to make. It was a pleasure listening to all these good speakers here. So I was actually enjoying it. So just when she said, okay, last 15 minutes, I said, okay, let me just make an appearance and, convey my appreciation of all the points that you covered. So I per se don't have anything to add, but yes, like everyone else, we have our theories and we have various possibilities and all that, but it's all in the realm of speculation until we get a concrete confirmation from the agencies who probably have the full picture. But until then, it's going to be speculations, theories, narratives. They will continue to abound. Unfortunately, till the truth comes out, it's going to be a long wait, and maybe until the final conclusions. So I'm just have to. It's a game of not a game. It's actually it's a battle of patience, endurance, and what do you say, attrition. It might be long and demanding, but the need of the hour is, even if you can't stay united, at least don't go clawing on each other's backs, and hopefully we can eventually get justice for SSR. That's all I had.
Wonderfully said, DLG. And actually, the words you told about eloquent speakers, I also would join you in telling this. So, yes, the other three panelists who are sitting with me, eloquent speakers, I'm not nothing in this. So, thank you for that.
Absolutely, I completely agree. And look, I always say this: that all the answers we are talking about is coming from CBI, and we have to just be patient, just hang in there, just hang in there. The battle is long. जैसे अभी अरुण जी ने कहा और ड्यूल जी ने कहा कि it's not over. And like Arunji said, the match is never over till the last ball is bowled. So, अभी तो कोर्ट में केस जाना है. Opposite party is going to drag lot of things out, lot of dirt will be out. So we need to be very patient here, and we need to be together, and we need to be very polite, very respectful towards each other. And of course, we can discuss about the case and the details. We have that right, but that unity. And now I completely understand that unity is just a myth, right? There cannot be an absolute unity, but we can go ahead and try to make the maximum. So our concentration should always be कि यार देखो, we have taken a step towards a change in society through this case. Let this case be a whistleblower, Sushant Singh Rajput case. ठीक है? And then we came up with a boycott Bollywood thing. So how does a change happen? A change happens when you take initiative. You need to be a part of that change. अब boycott Bollywood है, अब ये initiative लिया है. Now it might be going in a slow process, but we almost got Bollywood down to its knees. अब पठान hit है, flop है, I don't care. As far as boycott Bollywood is trending, people are now getting clear in their mindset कि भाई बॉलीवुड में क्या दिखाया जा रहा है. हमारा ऑब्जेक्टिव ये है. वी आर नॉट फोर्सिंग पीपल. आपने देखनी है पिक्चर, आप जाइए, आप देखिए, बट आप बॉयकॉट बॉलीवुड के बारे में पढ़ें. व्हाई इज बॉयकॉट बॉलीवुड गोइंग ऑन? दैट इज आवर ऑब्जेक्टिव, विद ड्यू रिस्पेक्ट टू एवरी इंडिविजुअल. तो इट्स वेरी 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 क्लियर. बस मुझे इतना ही बोलो.
Thanks, Professor. I just want to quickly add, and like Professor, you've emphasized the need for respecting different opinions. So I'm going to add something which is slightly controversial but important. While we have a lot of assumptions and narratives, it's important at times to challenge them to make sure that they are reasonable and they hold good. Because at times we had narratives which, when challenged, have collapsed. So what I would say is also look at the other side, the pro RC gang, and see what they write. I'm not saying necessarily engage with them unless you're very good at debating, because people get emotional and fight with them and then you get IDs suspended. But watch what they write. Oftentimes, sometimes you might get something from the other camp which might actually, open your eyes to different possibilities. You might actually scrutinize your assumptions, and maybe you can probably then what you have when you question it, your arguments might be much more stronger, because you need that to be rock solid when it's questioned, so that it has to be beyond reasonable doubt, as they say in a court of law. So sometimes we do get points from that. I'm not praising anyone, but it's important to watch the points they make. Sometimes, yes, you might just get something. So yeah, that's just one more thing I had to add. So that's all. Thank you.
You are absolutely right. People need to be aware, and please do not get provoked. If you are writing for Sushant, you are writing something based on public domain facts, the amount of knowledge or research you have done. The other side, the cabal, they also have the right to throw narratives. Whenever you come across a false narrative, always bring that narrative with a proper research. Get it on your timeline. Do not engage in their timeline. Do not use harsh words, disrespectful words anywhere, because you need to understand one thing, that their motive is कि maximum IDs जो हैं वो suspend करवाएं, to break the morale of people, and that's exactly what is happening. A lot of IDs get suspended like this. I've been watching. काफी ID suspend हो गए हैं. So just be aware and just be watchful. Thank you. I think Mimia wanted to play some video of Fudge, and there was a question also from Simranji. We'll take that up as well.
बिल्कुल, मुंबई पुलिस की ओर से जो फिलहाल जानकारी दी गई है कि इस बारे की घटना जो है उनके यानी उनके नौकर के ओर से करीबन 2 बजे का समय था, जहां पर मुंबई पुलिस को फ़ोन करके जो है इसकी जानकारी दी गई थी, और 2:30 तक जो उनके रेजिडेंट पे पहुंच गए हैं. फिलहाल क्राइम ब्रांच के 4 पुलिस ऑफिसर, जो यहाँ के ऑफिसर है क्राइम ब्रांच के, वो यहाँ पर पहुँचे हैं, और एक तरफा जो है पूरी इन्वेस्टिगेशन की जा रही है. पर जो एक टाइमलाइन मिला है जिसमें प्राइमा फेसी तो जाहिर सी बात है ये बताया है कि पंखे से लटकर उन्होंने सुसाइड किया है, और उसके बाद जो है खुद सबसे पहला जो कॉल है वो एक तरफा सीपी को गया था। सीपी मुंबई सीपी परमबीर सिंह को ये कॉल गया था, जिसको ये जानकारी दी गई थी। उस जानकारी के बाद यहाँ पर करीबन 2:30 तक जो है यहाँ पर मुंबई पुलिस पहुंची थी। वहाँ पर उनको बेड पर ही सुशांत सिंह राजपूत की वहाँ पर उनको बॉडी मिली। दूसरी ओर के अब जो खुद मुंबई पुलिस की ओर से पता चल रहा है कि 10 से 1 बजे का समय था जहाँ पर उनकी डेथ मानी जा रही है। उनके 10 से 1 बजे का, क्योंकि 10 से पहले जो है उनकी मुलाकात, यानी सुशांत सिंह की जो मुलाकात है वो उनके नौकर से हुई थी, क्योंकि 10 बजे का समय था जहां पर उन्होंने पहला जूस पिया था और वही नौकर से उनसे मुलाकात की गई। फिर 2 बार जो है उनसे बात करने की पूरी कोशिश की जा रही थी, पर कहीं ना कहीं कोई रिस्पॉन्स नहीं आ रहा था।
Okay, so for all those people, now, Mimia, can you get that comment of I think Simran ji ka comment tha, if I am not wrong, wala. Yes. So Simran ji, आपने लिखा है, if I am not wrong, Neeraj took Fudge for a walk before the news came out of SSR suspicious demise. Simran ji, ऐसा है कि let's look at this point of view, Simran ji का, from logical perspective. देखिए, न्यूज ब्रेक होने से पहले न्यूज वाले वहां पर क्यों पहुंचेंगे मॉन्ट ब्लैंक? So why will they go to Mont Blanc? They will only go to Mont Blanc once the news has broken that Sushant is no more. If you carefully observe in this video, the purpose of this video was that when the police arrived, simultaneously the media also arrived, and within say a few minutes or let's say a few hours, the accused, I would say Neeraj, मैं तो accused ही बुलाऊंगा उसे, the accused was let free. Otherwise, I do not see a reason why Neeraj was allowed to take the Fudge, the dog, out for a walk. I think this happened somewhere around 4 or 5 o'clock, 5 बजे के आसपास हुआ होगा. But the question remains, why was he allowed to take Fudge out? All right, this is the RTI which was filed by Sachin, and this is the response we got from CBI.
The third point is very important.
Sorry, I was mute. Okay. So here, please refer to your online RTI application so and so, received on this date in the office, and 16th May को इन लोगों ने reply भेजा. Please note, CBI is exempted of RTI Act 2005 in view of notification so and so. Since the case of the third point, since the case of Sri Sushant Singh Rajput is under the process of investigation, any information related to the case cannot be provided. Now they themselves are saying that it is in the process of investigation. So this is a proof.
Yeah, and the second point says, sorry, and the second point says they cannot divulge. Even if it is going on, if you ask for details, they're not going to give any details because they're exempted. So if you remember Sachin Bhai and Professor G and Dual G, there were few channels who were like vociferously coming and without even basics, they come around and shout and say CBI को लेना है, बाहर बोलना है, हम पूछेंगे उनको बाहर बोलना है, नहीं बोलेंगे भाई, they're exempted. At least थोड़ा तो लॉ उनको पढ़नी चाहिए ना. That is what it's very sad, Professor Ji. Maybe I'm little deviating. If you remember, सोनिया जी को बहुत बार उनको पूछा गया, आप लॉयर हो, बोलो बोलो बोलो. She has told multiple times. Again, they keep asking her because they want the answers which they want her to listen. They want to listen to. उन्होंने बहुत बार बोल दिया नहीं होगा. And this is the confirmation of that. And they are given the act also. So जिनको भी कोई डाउट है, वो RTA एक्ट के मुताबिक है और वहाँ जो एक्ट है वो भी बता दिए, नोटिफिकेशन भी बता दिए, वो नोट कर लीजिए अगले बार आपको अगर ये डाउट आए तो. थैंक यू सचिन.
हाँ तो सचिन, this is the official reply, automated reply from CBI. Now I know that you have been relentlessly calling CBI every second day, and you have been getting the same reply response from them. Same thing. Now we have to play it smart. आप उनसे बेसिक क्वेश्चन पूछोगे, स्टार्ट करोगे, सर ऑल आई वांट टू नो इज सीबीआई इन्वेस्टिगेटिंग सुशांत सिंह राजपूत केस? आंसर हमें मालूम है, वहां से आएगा यस. सर इज द इन्वेस्टिगेशन स्टिल ऑन? वहां से आंसर आएगा यस. सर इज द इन्वेस्टिगेशन टुवर्ड्स 302? योर थर्ड क्वेश्चन. सी फर्स्ट you are making the person get interested in you as a speaker. Basic question जिसका उसको कोई लेना, वो कहेगा हाँ ये तो बेसिक क्वेश्चन है, ये तो मैं आंसर कर ही दूंगा. जब वो पहले क्वेश्चन का यस कहेगा, दूसरे क्वेश्चन का यस कहेगा, then you ask your third question immediately. That sir, is CBI investigating Sushant Singh Rajput case in IPC 302 or any which way you want to put? That would be very interesting. That what answer does he give?
Of course, उसको बाटली में, हिंदी में बोलते हैं ना, बाटली में उतारना. तो बिल्कुल बाटली में उतारने का काम है वो. लेकिन if you notice, I have even played earlier call recordings also. They are very very smart. और ऑफ लेट वो रिप्लाई भी नहीं दे रहे. ही सेइंग इतनी ऐसे ही बोल रहे ताकि हमारे मुंह से ऐसा कुछ ना निकले जिसको हम लोग यूज करके ये करेंगे. वो लोग भी जानते हैं अभी कि ये जितने भी लोग कॉल कर रहे हैं ये कॉल रिकॉर्ड करते हैं और देन इफ एनीथिंग दे से इट विल बी यूज्ड. तो इसीलिए वो लोग भी अभी बहुत स्मार्ट हो गए हैं और बहुत केयरफुली रेस्पॉन्ड कर रहे हैं. बिकॉज जब कॉल ड्राइव हुआ था तब वहां पे लोगों ने बोल दिया था कि यस 302 एंगल से इन्वेस्टिगेशन चल रहा है. तब इट वाज अ बिग डील दैट टाइम कि 302 से इन्वेस्टिगेशन हो रहा है, 302 से इन्वेस्टिगेशन हो रहा है. सो now they are very careful in what they want to say. And one thing I want to share here, I saw a video. How many of you people know about Moranis? कोई Moranis के बारे में? Does anyone of you know?
Yeah, these guys are big producers, film industry में. Moranis तो मतलब
producers or underworld people?
Yeah, underworld. I mean, they have strong links, and I think Freeze has, I think, exposed them. कुछ expose करा था. Yeah, you're right.
Moranis के family में एक wedding हुआ था. Who was present in their wedding? The current CBI director, Subodh Kumar Jaiswal.
Yes, I know.
So these are a bit of a shocking things. कि why would esteemed officer would want to be part of Bollywood marriage parties? तो ये थोड़ा टफ सवाल है. But yeah, let us see what happens. I think mostly it is upon the intention of the central government that everything depends upon कि सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट को का इंटेंशन क्या है. अभी ये एसआईटी का फॉर्मेशन हुआ है, ये एसआईटी का फॉर्मेशन का क्या रिजल्ट निकलता है, लेट अस वेट एंड सी. And as I said, I spoke to some person today, and he said, "बिल्कुल soon, रूप कुमार शाह जी के स्टेटमेंट्स लिया जाएगा, उनको फॉलो अप किया जाएगा. So let us hope for the best and hope that SIT is formed very soon."
Sachin, there is always, when I was growing up, my father always used to tell me that जब भी आपने किसी से काम निकालना है ना, do not approach that person directly. There are two ways of doing things. अगर काम तुम्हारा नहीं हो रहा, then you have to take the other way. And the other way is not the wrong way. The other way is the smart way. You start your conversation with the other person by appreciating the other person. Forget about the case. Just appreciate and, कैसे हैं आप, you guys have to probably do a research on some cases जो जहाँ पर उन्होंने अच्छा करा है, want to appreciate and ये वो. When that person, the other person takes interest, then you start your conversation. And then you say this. I'll just take 2 minutes and मैं अपना life का एक किस्सा सुनाना चाहता हूँ. There was a flight which I was coming and there were co-passengers. मेरे साथ कोई बैठा हुआ था और उनके साथ कोई, there were 3 people, we were sitting together. There was an elderly lady who was continuously coughing. अब coughing में तो यार obviously you feel a little scared, right? तो मैं aisle seat पे बैठा था और बीच में कोई और बैठा था. So जो बीच में बैठा था, he immediately called the hostess, the steward, and he said, "Can I have a, politely side पे जाके उसने बोला कि can I have a change of seat?" And the response the person gets is, "Sorry, there is none available." And the person came back and sat. Obviously, I was also scared, and I was like, "Boss, कुछ ना कुछ तो करना पड़ेगा." So what I did was, I stood up, I went, and I saw who's the person in control. And there was this girl, the hostess. I went and asked for a cup of coffee. And I was like, I'm just stretching my legs. And while sipping my coffee, I said, "Ma'am, I must appreciate you guys. I've been watching you for a couple of hours now. Without a break, how do you guys manage? I mean, you've not even taken rest, especially you, ma'am, have not taken rest at all. I've never seen you. I've always, whenever I saw you, you've been, walking on the aisle, catering to everyone. I mean, it's something which I wanted to appreciate. And is there an appreciable form you can give me where I can, write some comments?" That brought a smile on her face. Immediately, she said, "Sir, I will do that right away." And, she started looking for that form. The moment she gave me that form, I said, "There is just one small bit of inconvenience, if I can tell you, because I think that you are the person in charge. You see, you're making that person feel important." So she said, "Yes, sir, please tell me." I said, I know it is kind of inconvenient, but, the other co passenger, she's coughing and she's probably old and not well. But if I can have a change of seat, I'll really appreciate it." That person went out of the way and gave me a different seat. Now, this is not something to boast about. This is something which was taught to me by my father, that the approach has to be good. The approach matters a lot. How you approach the person makes all the difference. This is exactly what needs to be done. And why am I telling you? Because you are the man. I have seen you यार, तुम्हारी जो डेडिकेशन है सीबीआई को, चाहे ग्रीवेंस कर रहे हो या कॉल कर रहे हो, इट इज बियॉन्ड. मैंने देखा नहीं है किसी और को करते हुए. यस, लॉट ऑफ एसएसआरियंस might have called, but the way you have done it, it's applaudable. That's why I came up with this.
डेफिनेटली यस, आई थिंक बिल्कुल सही है, आपने बिल्कुल सही बोला प्रोफेसर भाई कि किस तरह आप सवाल, हाउ डू यू अप्रोच एनी पर्सन, एंड इट्स नॉट ओनली अबाउट इम्प्रेसिंग बट इट इज ऑल्सो अबाउट, क्या बोलते, इट्स ऑल अबाउट गुडविल, हाउ मच गुडविल यू शेयर. सो जैसे कि आपने आपने इसमें बोला कि आपने कैसे उनको इम्पोर्टेंस दिया और कैसे उसने बोला कि यू आर द पर्सन इन कंट्रोल, तो उनको कितना मतलब उनका कॉन्फिडेंस बढ़ाया आपने. सो उससे शी वेंट आउट ऑफ हर वे टू गिव अ सीट टू यू इवन दो ऑल द सीट्स वेर बुक्ड. सो दैट इटसेल्फ शोज कि द अप्रोच इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. एंड बिल्कुल अभी नेक्स्ट टाइम जब कॉल करेंगे तो आपने बोला ऐसे ही अप्रोच करेंगे और थोड़ा चेंजेस करके जो भी आंसर कर रहे हैं उनको पहले कंफर्टेबल कराएंगे और फिर वी विल ट्राई टू नॉट एक्सट्रैक्ट इंफॉर्मेशन बट ट्राई टू गेट सम पॉजिटिव output from them. So yeah, definitely.
Absolutely, Sachin. एयरलाइंस में ये रूल होता है, देयर आर सर्टेन रिजर्व्ड सीट्स हमेशा होती हैं, और इंटरनेशनल फ्लाइट्स में तो मतलब खासकर होती है. देयर इज अ प्रोटोकॉल, एयर मार्शल का भी होता है, तो देयर आर सर्टेन सीट्स व्हिच आर ऑलवेज रिजर्व्ड. देयर इज नेवर 100% booking. They just go by saying that the entire flight is booked. So there are always reserved seats. It all depends upon how you approach the person. So we had a lovely discussion today. बहुत अच्छा लगा. Anything else anyone wants to bring on the table? Any comments?
Well, from my end, I think it's over. I don't know if anyone wants to join the live or not. I think the live almost 3 hours हो गया, right?
I think 2 hours and 15 minutes, 13 minutes, 10 minutes. Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, it has been a very good live once again. And Professor भाई, आपके hosting skills तो मतलब बोलने की जरूरत नहीं है, they are outstanding. So that is why so many people actually make you the co-host of any space, because they know how an expert host you are. So thank you for.
Yeah. Thank you, Sachin. And to be really honest, very little people know about this. People who have interacted with me in CH, and I initially, abhi bhi, I'm not fully recovered from my speech. I have a speech problem, and but now it's much better. Initially, in my early life, there used to be a problem, but I worked on it. And with speech problem thi, so I used to get very nervous. I used to get very conscious. I still remember, Sachin, to be honest, जब मैं ट्विटर पे आया था और स्पेसेस स्टार्ट हुए थे, it was Vijay who gave me that confidence to come on space and talk about it. And I used to tell him, and I said I get very conscious, and he said, कोई बात नहीं, आप आइए, आप अपनी बात रखिए, and in whatever way, nobody is going to judge you. और वो दिन है और आज का दिन है. I never thought I'm going to be a speaker, but here I am. And whatever way we can contribute towards society, and especially in this movement, we are doing it here. Whether you do your lives each and every day, and every other day I watch your lives, and the way you conduct your lives, and way other people also, people who do spaces or do lives, they conduct. तो अच्छी बात है यार. अच्छा कर रहे हैं लोग मिला रहे हैं एक दूसरे को आपस में, तो अच्छा है, अच्छी बात है. So it was a good session. I hope that
प्रोफेसर भाई, तोड़ने वाले बहुत लोग हैं, इसीलिए मिलाने वाले भी लोग चाहिए, बिकॉज एक कंसर्टेड एफर्ट चल रहा है तोड़ने के लिए. So
Sachin,
yeah,
you see, there'll be a lot of people who will try to break, and wo, I don't know why they do it, but there'll be a constant effort to break the movement, break people's morale. But look at it in this way, that there'll be more people who will appreciate you and like you for what you are doing and who you are. So, ठीक है, ठीक है. Just like ऐसा सोचो यार, बीजेपी है तो कांग्रेस भी तो है ना यार. तो अब राहुल गांधी अपनी इंटरव्यूज में जो भी बोलता है, लोग हंसते हैं, बट वो चुप थोड़ा रहता है, वो बोलता रहेगा. कभी आलू से सोना बना रहा है, कभी द वे ही टॉक्स इज gibberish, right? But does it stop him? No, he keeps on going. तो ठीक है यार, उनको करने दो जो उनको करना है. आप वो करो जो आपको अच्छा लगता है.
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल प्रोफेसर भाई, थैंक यू वेरी मच. एंड सबको जय हिंद, जय श्री राम, हर हर महादेव. थैंक यू वेरी मच.
Thank you, Sachin, and thank you, Mimia Salgaonkar, for giving us this platform and letting us speak our heart out, guys. I mean, we don't know each other, right? We all met in this movement, and we, kind of became a small family, and we contributing in whatever way we can towards the society, bringing in change. It's a slow process. Change will definitely come. All we need to do is just be together, hold hands together, and just stick in this movement. जुड़े रहो, बने रहो एक साथ. कल फिर एक नया सवेरा होगा, एक नया टॉपिक के साथ फिर से मुलाकात होगी. तब के लिए आप सभी का हार्दिक धन्यवाद. Thank you so much for joining this live. I love you all. Thank you, and you have a good night.
इंस्पिरेशन किससे लेते हैं?
अपने आप से.
वाह, कोई किसी और से नहीं.
Till the time you know the why of doing what you do, you don't need an inspiration.
When the going gets tough, only the tough gets going. Sushant Singh Rajput chose you for a reason. You are his voice, his heart, his soul. Together, united, we are stronger than ever. Let's go and get justice for Sushant Singh Rajput.
इंस्पिरेशन किससे लेते हैं?
अपने आप से.
वाह, कोई किसी और से नहीं.
Till the time you know the why of doing what you do, you don't need an inspiration.